All right. Cows win. It's a good Monday. Let's talk some football. So, I'm giving you guys content early on in the week. We're going to wrap up this game and then move on to the Giants because, we're not going to, it wasn't the Super Bowl. It was a good win. I feel good, but obviously this team has room for improvement, but to get a win like that, it does a lot for the morale of your team and for the confidence of your team. And for what I want to talk about is how this team can play moving forward. So, all offseason, my calling card or really what I thought that Cowboys would have to do with losing Amari Cooper, to me, I really think it's time for everybody to let it go that Amari Cooper's gone. He's gone. He's not walking back through these doors. You can look on Twitter and see him running routes against whoever, the Jets. By the way, they lost. And that's great, but he's not a Cowboy anymore. And he's not on his team anymore. And the team and Steven and Jerry decided to go in a different direction. Well, they decided to go in a different direction, and whatever reason, we're going to have to make do. And so that's what the point of this video is. Can the Cowboys win this way? Can they continue to win this way? What is this way? All off season, like I said, was kind of getting too earlier. All off season, I said this defense is going to have to, quote unquote, carry this team. Now, are they the 2000 Ravens? No. I mean, are they even the Legion of Boom? We'll see. I think that Legion of Boom defense was really, really legendary. But when you have a player like 11, and I just hate to break it to you guys, there just aren't that many good offensive lines around the NFL. And so I'm going to go and I'm going to get started on the Giants and just look to see what they're doing. And obviously, they have put some resources into their offensive line. And I think the game versus Carolina last week was kind of a tight game. But the point is, you look at the Commanders. I watched the Commanders early. Their offensive line is bad. Aiden Hutchinson, who's a rookie, who I don't think can tie Micah Parsons' shoes. Now, he's going to be a good player. He is. He has a high motor, but he has 3 sacks in the game. And, Wentz is on the run all game. You want Wentz in trouble. I got breaking news for y'all guys. Joe Burrow is a better quarterback than a lot of the quarterbacks we're about to see on this stretch. Now, I thought that Dallas had to do that before Dak Prescott got hurt. And so then he gets hurt, and now we end up here. But I think that Cooper can do what you need him to do as far as just get the game home if you're going to play this type of football. This defense played inspired. This defense tackled. This defense was flying around. I mean, Donovan Wilson, kind of was the forgotten man. He had like one bad missed tackle, but he played and tackled well and was flying around, man. And I think the defense knows, hey, we're going to have to do some things. We are. Trevon Diggs was sticky in coverage, really sticky in coverage, and the interceptions will come. So, to me, when I look at this, first of all, recapping this game, that's kind of why I said, and I know you guys follow me on Twitter, and if you don't, you should. The first thing that I tweeted last week was, you can win this game. It's not going to be easy, but you need to attack La'el Collins. And a few people were like, well, maybe they should attack Jonah Williams, blah, blah, blah. No, you need to attack La'el Collins. And though Micah had a lot of praise for La'el, the truth is, La'el Collins is not on this team for a reason. So we give Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones a lot of flack. We should probably give them a little bit of credit for seeing that La'el isn't the same player. The effort issues aren't there. The Bengals O-line isn't fixed. Some of the same reasons why Dallas ended up letting him go was what we saw. It reared its ugly head. Early on in that game, La'el was just awful. I mean awful. He's oversetting. He's missing assignments. And so those are the type of things that Steven and Jerry do get credit for being a step ahead and saying, no, We're going to go with still. And so, to me, opportunistic defense, really good defense, great run defense yesterday, which was good. And you're going to need that against the Giants. And it's going to be interesting because I don't think that the Giants' weapons outside can hurt you. But when I'm going to look into how they play ball, I don't think that Daniel Jones can hurt you, but Saquon can. And so I'm going to get into some of that. But I think that this team, you got that Bengals win. You got the Giants and I believe the Commanders coming up. Commanders lost to the Lions last week. Commanders' offensive line stinks. They do have some weapons on offense that I like, and I like what Scott Turner's doing offensively. But winnable games. Winnable games with this formula. Run the football. Listen, yesterday was this is why I said Mike McCarthy gets a game ball. He doesn't get the only game ball. Obviously, 11 gets a game ball. Obviously, Noah Brown gets a game ball. But Mike gets a game ball because of nothing else. You could see that Mike said, Kellen, we're not running another reverse. Kellen, the reverses, get them out your playbook. Kellen, I don't care what the average is. We're going to slow the game down. And that's what I mean by game planning. We're going to slow the game down. We're not going to try to go out here and throw. No. We're going to slow the game down. We're going to run the ball even when the rush isn't hitting. There was times where it was, 2-yard game, 3-yard game. Run the ball anyway. With what you have out there, now you get Gallup back, things change a little bit. Defense has changed a little bit. It's going to be interesting. But run the ball. I think that Mike, you can't tell me that Mike didn't go in the meetings this week and say, nah, Kellen, we need to slow the game down a little bit. And that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I thought that the designs were better. Okay? I thought you saw offense. It was so good to see a GT counter or just a guard and a tackle pulling. Letting Tyler Smith, who, by the way, who's been really, really good early on, guys. I mean, the NFL game is not too much for him. Getting Tyler Smith and Fournier on the move and pull game, GT, pull game, it's old school football, getting those guys, up on backers. Let them, my bad, y'all, my little stand kind of messed up. Let them play physical football. So, with this formula, can the Cowboys continue to win these next 2 games? I'm going to say yes. What do you guys think? How you guys feeling? Did they find their formula? At least to get by while 4 is not active. It's your boy Foots. Hey.